Hi, I'm Cade,
And I'm Bobby.
and welcome to the Newstead Group's Explainer series.
Okay, so let's talk about pre-approvals.
Yeah.
Cade, what is a pre-approval?
Pre-approval is basically when you go to the bank and you apply for a loan. You haven't found a place yet, and you're looking for a place, and you're looking to make an offer, and you want some kind of assurance that you're in a position to look at places and potentially make an offer on one.
All right, fantastic. So when should you organise a pre-approval?
Generally within about 90 days of looking to make an offer on a property. So you'd want to be pretty serious at the point that you arrange for a pre-approval.
Okay, and what is the process involved to organise a pre-approval?
Yeah, generally it's just putting together some statements, some pay slips, or your income information, your liability information. It's generally a full application, but it's going to the bank basically saying, in my position, can I borrow money at this point?
Okay, so it's a full finance application.
Full.
Okay,
Yeah.
Understood. So, and what are some of the positives of having a pre-approval in place?
I think one of the biggest benefits is firstly not having to scramble around for all of your documents when you do find a place, because there's a lot going on when you find the right place and you sign a contract. You've got lawyers, you've got real estate agents. Last thing you want's banks as well and putting together all your documents. It's a lot. So having that there can be just being prepared is probably the right term to use. But then also some other things, just knowing how much you can afford as well can be quite beneficial in nature.
So it can give you some confidence that you're looking at the right types of properties,
Yes.
the right price points.
Yep.
You've considered property types, all of that. So
Yeah.
it's a good head start for when you do hit that finance clause. If you've
Yes.
got one in place,
Yeah.
that you've got a good head start there.
One of the biggest questions I get asked is how much can I borrow? A pre-approval can be pretty good in determining that, even if it's just general in nature.
Okay.
And when I say general in nature, it just alludes to the fact that when we lodge a pre-approval, and this just goes in towards, I guess, the negative side of things, is the bank doesn't always give you 100% confidence they will lend you that money. It's not an offer of credit. It's just the bank giving you an indication that you could borrow that money based on a few different principles. And generally those principles are a full review of your documents.
Sure. So different banks have different varying levels of
Yeah.
assessment methods for pre-approvals
Correct.
specifically.
Yeah, so it just depends on how busy they are, how their queues are. They might just say, based on everything that we've looked at, and sometimes they might not fully look at it, we're willing to offer you some money. This is the amount we can offer you. Sometimes that's been reviewed by a credit assessor at the bank. Other times it can just be a system-generated pre-approval, which means that a computer's looked at it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I suppose having a broker in your corner who's fully assessing and understands these bank policies and assessment methods back to front, that's pretty beneficial.
That's a big one. Yeah, if you can have a broker do a fully assessed pre-approval and then lodge it with the bank and get the bank to assess it, you're in a good spot.
So what does it cost to organise a pre-approval at the
Yeah.
Newstead Group?
Yeah, generally, well, for us, nothing. That's it.
Great. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So are there any negatives? Say you organise a pre-approval, you've got one in place for 90 days, don't find a place. What do you do then? Do you do another one, another one, another one?
No, generally just one. And then if your circumstances change dramatically, so what we call credit critical, which is if you have a child or get some new loans, like a car loan or something, or novated lease is one that we see very often. Or if you have bad credit or have some bad credit history throughout that period or change jobs, all these things can be credit critical. So we would recommend doing a pre-approval when you're looking to buy another place or looking to make offers on a place within 90 days if you have been credit critically impacted during that period.
Okay, so usually that can be covered off in a conversation and
Simple phone call will do.
okay, fantastic.
Yep.
All right, fantastic. So pre-approval essentially is an indication of what you're able to borrow pending full review of your financials and the property itself that you're looking to purchase. Doesn't cost anything to organise one at the Newstead Group, and it lasts for 90 days.
That's it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Easy. Thanks, Bobby.